here on my Goku Hair Steez, and today's subject is about the limited dough. Talking about limited sneakers, particularly limited sneakers that I've had the fortune of collecting and picking up from being in the Boston area. Now, originally I'm from Connecticut, but go ahead and try to think of a sneaker boutique from Connecticut. I'll give you 3 seconds. Oh, that's right, there are no sneaker boutiques in Connecticut. So in coming to Massachusetts, right outside Boston, I've been here for the last 3 years. I have been overwhelmed with a cornucopia, just in time for Thanksgiving, of Boston collabs. I'm going to share with you some of my favorites. These are primarily from Concepts and Bodega, and I'm also going to show you some Boston limited sneakers and some history on them that you may not have known. So we're going to start with one of my favorites. This is the When Pigs Fly from Concepts SB, gum bottom. Some of the most buttery suede I've ever seen. You got the shag hair suede on the tongue. This is one of my favorite sneakers of all time. This is my favorite sneaker of last year. I had the Concepts package, but one of the things about being in the Boston area is you get hit up all the time from people that want the limited edition packaging, which to me, depending on the sneaker, isn't as important. So I actually sold my limited edition packaging, and I had enough money to pick up the regular retail version and a couple other shoes, actually, because at the time, man, the hype was real. So this is from Concepts, from SBs. I guess I'll go ahead and do my other Concepts collabs. Here's a sneaker that a lot of people really want as a New Balance collector. These are the Kennedy Seals. They were designed by Frank the Butcher. It was kind of the first sneaker that put Frank the Butcher on the map. I'm going to be talking about him later on in the video. I have a sneaker he designed as well. But the seals are perfect. The Kennedy, the sailing tradition of New England, was captured perfectly. This is probably one of the rarest sneakers I own because I have all the original Concepts packaging, the tote bag, everything that came with it. So some people will have these, but they'll have the regular retail version. But this is one of the harder to find ones. You guys might remember these from this year. These are the C-Notes 998s. Beautiful sneaker. I had the mints, which I'm not showing in this video because I got rid of them. You know, I got the mints in hand, and I didn't like the color. And on a size 12 foot, it looked weird. It was a little bit too pale as opposed to photos I saw of them. So hey, you know, I think I sold them. I saw them the Crispy Coil for retail. I can't remember, but I don't have them anymore. But this is, you're gonna see my top 5 running sneakers of the year. This one's gonna be on it. And I originally didn't like these too. That's like something about photos that are misleading, dude. They'll edit stuff, color enhance stuff. Until I got that sneaker in hand, just absolutely floored me. I have the Concepts collaboration with Vans Syndicate, Skate High. Another sneaker, very, very limited, came in special boxing, never released anywhere else, and people kind of forgotten about this sneaker. But the laser etching, fantastic detail, and as I'm doing this, I realized I forgot my seals, so 1 second. Finally from Concepts, New Balance Seals, bomb-ass release, dude. Been looking for these forever. My buddy that I buy a lot of stuff from, who wears the same size as me, I've been asking him forever, so you notice I got these earlier this year. Again, if you're interested in any of the sneakers here, the review, click to watch the review, is going to be up there the whole video. Solid release. Hard to find too. Now dead stock, these are like $350, $400, man. Oh, sickens me. That's all I have for Concepts. As I'm doing this, I know I'm going to forget something. But we'll move on. More limited sneakers. One of 176 pairs of the Ball and Buck New Balance 574. You guys might have forgotten I had these. Each one had the individual tag that was labeled. Ball and Buck, man, quality. The 574s aren't made in the United States typically. These ones were. They had a cool video of how they made them. The fact that New Balance, Saucony, and Converse are all headquartered in Boston just leads to some crazy reviews, some crazy releases. On the tone of Saucony, one of 80 pairs of the Captain Perk Saucony G9 Elites. When these first dropped, they dropped alongside 2 other G9s, and no one realized that these were only released at Bodega. So I think I got like 2 or 3 pairs. I sent one to Philly, got Seoul, All Things Philly 93, and then I sent another one to Europe. But people didn't realize, man. I've worn these. I think I've worn them 20 or 30. I don't clean my sneakers really. Do you guys clean your sneakers? I don't know. Let me know. I usually wait till it's like filthy and then I'll clean them. Bodega release from this year as well. Boy Bean 5000s. It's comfortable as hell, dude. That royal blue suede around the toe box. It gets that little suede action that I love. This is a great release. The olive hints on these are great, dude. People are sleeping on Saucony, but for $100, you know, like these are, I think, were $100, dude. Get something that's nice, something that's limited if that's what you're after, man. Fantastic release. Talked about Frank the Butcher in the beginning. I'll talk about him again. Another Shadow 5000, and I have to excuse myself. I believe this is a Shadow 6000. I messed up. Get my numbers confused. Frank the Butcher designed these. Business as usual, Boston-based brand. I'm not sure how well that's doing, but I know it's in a lot of retail locations right now, so he's definitely doing his thing. But, dude, this is a solid drop. The Noam Shadow Saucony. Designed by Frank the Butcher, and then we'll end with the Ray Allen's. Ray Allen Jordan 13 was released in Boston. I don't believe it was Boston exclusive. It was available at more places, but Boston got the most amount of these pairs. And at the time, Concepts would only sell you a pair if you had a valid Massachusetts driver's license. Think about that. So if you weren't from Boston area, they wouldn't sell you a pair. It's pretty interesting. I wish it was like that now, because I've had so many collaborations ruined by hordes of New York resellers that come in 5 people deep and bring their extended family. But yeah, man, this is the most recent addition to my collection of Boston exclusives, so I'm pretty cool that pretty lucky to have them. Take a look. Let me know down in the comments which sneaker was your favorite. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and we'll end with a feature comment from yesterday's video. The feature comment goes to Always Fresh Apparel, because Jacob is straight up a goon. I appreciate you stopping in and checking out my videos, getting that top comment status. As always, guys, thank you very much for checking out my videos. If you'd like to connect with me more, feel free to hit me up on both Instagram and Twitter. Those links are down in the description. And if this is your first time checking out one of my videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more sneaker content.